Welcome to the DoubleEShow. Bad strategy, horribly simulated. What's going on, everybody? Jibba73 back with the DoubleEShow. It's Banished Wednesday with Red Ketchup's Editor's Choice and Discrepency's DS Mods. Now, when we left off in the last episode, I had added the cow pasture over to here. And I had removed the cow pasture from the town center. Okay, that gives us more space over here. I added in, let's go to here, here, and here. I added in row houses mod from Mr. Red Ketchup. Let's rotate that around. And we are going to start working on fleshing this out a little bit. Now, a couple of things that I want to do in this episode. I'm still working on getting stone produced. So once I have enough, I'm going to start upgrading the stone, the wooden docks to stone docks in certain areas. I'm still going to leave a large portion of wood dock, but I want some stone dock replacements. Some of the buildings will get upgraded to stone buildings on the docks and whatnot. But until we have the stone, we're going to keep bypassing that. I want to buy food from the trading post, and I added in the DS Thompson trade merchant for edibles and goods, which they are working on. It looks like they have everything they need except for stone. Again, once we have enough stone, that'll start getting built, and when that's built, we can trade for stone, or we can trade for food. Because I want to bring in food as a majority rather than produce food. But we are going to have to produce a little bit of food, obviously, to keep us going. As it stands right now, we're at about 6,000 food, and it's going to take some work to keep that above what we need it to be so we don't go into a starve situation. I've moved, since moving the cow pasture, right? I want to put some roads around it, some storage around it, and I want to put some farmhouses in over there. And I also want to put in another gatherer's hut. So let's take a peek, right, over here. I got to get these wood chip roads around the cow pasture. And because I don't really have storage space available for the trees and stuff that are going to come down, I'm going to have to pin this. Let's close that out. And we have to put in a couple of stockpile type buildings. But I don't want them to be plain old stockpiles. So I'm going to put in the covered stockpile buildings and make them look, you know, like they're part of the farm, basically. And we've got that, and I think that's it, right? So we come here. It's winter, so it's hard to see. Here's a building. All right, Forester's Lodge there. Yeah, so we're right there with the Forester's Lodge. So if I put in a stockpile to this side, we're going to have to do this and this. So I've got those areas pinned. I'm going to come into roads. I'm going to come into roads here. We're going to go wood chip roads. We're using these roads here. So coming up alongside like this. Okay. And we're going to come up alongside like this. Okay, so those roads are slated to go in. I want to put in the covered stockpile over here. So let's go into Red Ketchup. Let's go into the storage solutions. Covered stockpiles. And I don't want to put in a generic. I want to put in a log stockpile. So we're going to do that. Now, with these, I seem to recall it's 4x4. Yeah, 4 by 4 gets you the basic covered stockpile. If I go 5 by 5 like that, right, I can get a basic stockpile there. Right, how's that look? That looks pretty good. Now they're going to clear that, and it doesn't cost any resources. Then I want to come over here and see if I can do it this way. If I go 1, 2, 3, like this, right? So that's the area there. I see where it is. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 by 5. Does it reverse it? Depending on which way I started, it's hard to tell. I don't think it does. It doesn't. All right. So we've got those 2 stockpiles going in there. We are going to set them on 5 times speed, everybody. 5 times speed. And we are going to let them work on those. So now if I come in here and I go priority, where is it? Increase priority of these 2 areas right here. That's extremely important. Okay, we did get a townhouse built. There's my... Hello. Can I move you? I'm not sure what... Oh, you know what? I opened up the resource limit. I didn't need it open. Okay, so they're going to come work on that. We're going to take the medium townhouse. There we go. We'll move this back up here. And we're going to check out that in a second. Those ages are a little old. Stockpile, stockpile. So once we're there with that, I want to wipe out these trees. I need the stockpile to get built, though. Got to finish it off. Come on. It's a stockpile, for crying out loud. There we go. So those are going to get cleared. Let's come over and check out this townhouse. Right on. So we did a different design over here. More similar to this. And they're still working on that. Yep, right on. Okay, very good. So that's doing good. So we get these 2 stockpiles in. We're going to come back over to them and do that. It is raining like crazy. So they will house our lumber. Now I'm going to come in here. I'm going to come in here and see these covers? I'm going to put them in. Zoom in a little bit. Come on, where are you? There you go. 1, 2, 3. We're going to come in here. 1, 2, 3. They're pretty much ghost covers. But the idea is to make it look like the wood is going to be kept dry. So then I'm going to come in here to roads and back in here, and we're going to go wood chip roads, and I'm going to try this other wood chip texture in here. And one more. Like that. Yeah. Okay. Now, we've got some good resources over here. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with them. Maybe I can come in here. We'll do a 3rd covered stockpile of everything. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 by 4 like that. Right? Yep, that's 4 by 4. Very good. And then I want to come in here and I want to remove, is it almost all? I want to get rid of this stuff. Because I need all that stuff, right? And then we're going to come in here like this. Again with the other wood chip texture, which doesn't look too bad, mind you. Right, yep, there you go. Doesn't look bad at all. Kind of offsets it a little bit, gives it a little something else. And I might even do it here. Nope, there's no door on the back of that, so no need to. Very good. Right on. Closing the road. Now, let's slow things down a skosh to ×2, where I feel more comfortable. Small townhouses going in. Let's take a quick peek. Right on. A couple of younger folk have moved in. Right on. I'm going to close that. Close that. I want to take a quick look. 79 families, 75 homes. I've got one more townhouse going in. It needs 11 stone. 11 stone. And this still needs a bunch of stone. I'm going to pause you. You have everything else you need but the stone. But I want this one and this one. These are my two important ones that I need built. Right? Right. Okay, let's come back over to the pasture. So now, we've cleared out some trees. Right? Got the fodder going in. I'm thinking I might come in here, right? So, that's a woodcutter. That's not what I'm looking for, is it? Or is it? Yeah, it is, right? So, I'm going to come in here to the Forester's Lodge. I want to... Or like this. I'm going to put you in. Is there an F variant? There is not. How about with the original one? There is not. Okay. F variant. Right here. I'm plopping you in. Okay. And we're going to pause you. But what I'm going to do is, once we can build him, I'm going to set him to just cut. So he's just keeping clear the area with which the fodder farmer needs to work. So I don't have to keep coming in and doing the tree work. Very good. Now, we're over here on the pasture. Alright, let's pause. Come over here to the trader. What do you got? You've got food. We will buy some food from you. Let's figure out what we do have. So we do have 500 firewood. We do have a 100 charcoal. So that's 1,700. And we do have a 150 perfume. So that's 2,900. So let's do this. Let's go 800. 800. 800. And then 250 is 2,900. Trade, dismiss you. Have a good day, and they can restock. So, unpausing that. Very good. Now, coming back over here to my farms. What are you full up on? So, alright, so we've hit the fuel limit. So let's actually up that to 3,000. Let's actually take you from fodder and thatch, and you could make it out of logs. Okay. How are the bees doing? They're making beeswax for the chandlery. And a pretty good amount. And you're making honey. And again, a pretty good amount. So the chandlery should be making candles. Right on. Almost ready with the stone there. Okay, so what we wanted to do over here was put in another farmer's home. I wanted to come in here too. So this is a perfect opportunity to put in a stockpile. Right here, a regular stockpile. I want to put in a stockpile of... I have to move this guy. We'll put you up here. You're good up there. Okay, so stockpile of materials used for storing materials. Got it. This one here is construction materials, fire logs, and iron and minerals. And that's regular minerals. Used for storing only iron and minerals. And this one here is used for storing only mineral items. Okay. And that's firewood. And you know what? We're gonna make a couple of log piles. There you go. So we'll have 3 piles of logs. It'll look creative down there like that. Okay, farmhouse. I want to put in a country style house down here. So let's come into these homes, and these are country little homes. So got this one here. It's an R. It's a nice farmhouse style. I wish I had diagonal ones, but I do not. This one has its own stone pathway out front in the center, so I don't need to provide that. Now I'm going to put them right across from the gate. If you can see, there's a gate right here. Okay. So he just needs lumber. We should have plenty of that. I'm going to plop you up here. And then I want to put in a pantry. FF. Right? Is that red? That is red. I'm going to put in the pantry. Right there. Because the pantry is storage. Right on. And that house is good to go. So if I come in here, right, and I want to see where they live and work. Where do you live? Okay. And where do you live? And where do you live? And you. And you. Whoop, I got somebody coming over the bridge. Alright. This is why I need more houses. Okay. And there. And there. And there. Yeah. So, well, I have just the one florist in there. Very good. Okay. So, alright. So, large townhouse has stone. The trader has stone. Very good. So these are going to get built over here. So I want to come in wood chip road, and we'll do this one here. Okay, and it's going to be from here straight across to there. And I want to come in with a stone of this design or this design. I'm going to try this design. Like that. And we'll see what that looks like. I wish I could get it to go right up to the house, but I cannot. Large townhouse is ready. We can use it. Yep. So 81 families, 76 homes. That is good. We have this country home going in. We have its little pantry going in. Okay. Now they're working on this here. Very good. I might actually make this road that's coming down through here stone. I think I will. I'm going to come from here. No, not that. Here we go. These stone roads, I think I'm going to use this stone road from all the way from the bridge. Will it upgrade it? Let's see if it will upgrade that road down here, or whether I have to take it out and then put it in. So let's do this. Let's come in here. We're going to remove road because it doesn't look like it took. And okay, so we're going to remove that road, and we are going to remove this road and this road. Right on. Okay, so woodcutter, what are you doing in the house by yourself, woodcutter? That makes no sense at all. Well, I do like that I did miss that door. Very cool. I could certainly use better accommodations there. All right, starting to put milk in there. Okay, social engineering time. We're going to do this, and then we are going to reclaim. Somebody better than just the woodcutter, please. I need 2 people in there. There we go. Okay. No, they're the same sex. Come on now. It says in here we need it. What is this? Oh, okay. So that's good to go. Let's we'll get over there in a moment. I want to take this forest lodge over here and unpause because we need that. When I come down through here, did they pull out this road? It looks as though they did. Okay. So we're going to go here, here, stone road, this stone, here, together, across here, like this. Right. Come here, be there, and there, and there, 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 then road here, and here, and here. Because I'm liking the other road. Very good. All right, let's come over and take a look at Thompson's Trade Merchant. Okay, plopping that up there. Look at ya. Yeah. That's a really, really nice model. That is beautiful. Need some fencing real quick before we plop anybody in here and start stocking this bad boy. So even though that's already built, the decoration's still necessary. Okay, so let's come in here and see what we are going to put in for trade items. We've got tons of logs, right? So inventory, we're going to go back to by quantity. We have tons of logs. So we're going to come down here and we are going to put in 2,000 logs. So 2,000 logs. And then we've got firewood. We're going to put in 1,500 firewood. Here's my EFG. We're going to put in... No, we're not putting in 1,500. What am I talking about? We're going to put in 500 firewood, right? So, purchase items from trader. Okay. So this is a different way to do it. So firewood is worth 4, logs are worth 2. Very good. So that gives us 4,000 worth of logs and 2,000 worth of firewood, right? Right. I am going to put in 4 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? This is now working. Over here, we have storage for the stuff we bring in, should it not make it immediately to market. Now I'm going to come in here. I want it's themed house sets. No. Trading posts and merchants. No. Roads, tunnels, and bridges. That's just roads. How about here? Fences, walls, and decorative. Where's my decorative boats? Jetty decorations, poles, all that good stuff. No. Water edge decorations. Do we have boats in here? We do not. Ghosts. Do we have boats in here? We do not. Okay. Flora, jetties and bridge. Jetty construction. Got this stuff. No. That's jetty services. Wooden jetty modular. No. Okay. So, this forester will not plant, and we are going to put one person in there, and their job is just to go around and cut the wood that is on the property of the fodder farmer. Right? Done, done, and done. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some more decoration with the... Oh, wait a minute. Inventory. Back to name. Back to overview. Okay. We could still use some more houses, and we will get to that in the next episode. I'm going to continue to finish off the decoration area here, find the fences and boats that I am looking for, and when we come back, we are going to look into building the housing of the row houses from Red Ketchup over in this area, and we are going to remove some of these buildings, maybe all of these. We might leave these, take all of these, put in row housing, put in a couple of rows of row housing, maybe a market right in the center. I don't need a market in the center. I've got the store right there. So that's the townhouse. I need the store, which is down here. So here's the market down below, and they've got stuff in there. Excellent. Listen, if you like what you're watching, hit that like and subscribe button down below. Tell your family, tell your friends. If you have any suggestions as to what you'd like to see me do here at R. Thompson's Hollow, put them in the comments below, because I will read them. And with that, I will catch you next Wednesday for another episode of Banished with Red Ketchup's Editor's Choice and Discrepency's DS Mods. Peace.
That was a failure of epic proportions. Unacceptable.